imaging of the deep earth, the typical way of imaging is inversion of the teleseismic data that are seismograms. So these seismograms are from a large earthquake and are recorded by seismic stations. And by inversion, we are able to map the seismogram to the model space. And this is basically an optimization problem. They try to minimize the misfit between the synthetic data and the observed data. But the challenge here is that the seismogram also record a lot of noise, background noise, and also the generation of synthetic seismogram requires the source failure estimation. So to address this problem, these are the conventional approach. So it includes quality control, that is a selection of good quality seismogram and denoising the seismogram using various transform and also using deep learning. And the source failure estimation also involves the convolution that depends on the quality of the observed seismogram. So our approach in enhancing the teleseismic data, that is a seismogram for inversion, includes grouping all the available teleseismic data from teleseismic earthquake into bins based on the similarity of their travel path. So we try to disentangle the coherent signal and the incoherent signal of a bin using symmetric autoencoder. So the incoherent signal here represents the source wavelet and seismic noise, and the coherent signal represents the seismic response of the station side crust. So this approach has an advantages that includes data-driven approach that is highly scalable and reproducible. And also this approach enable us to generate noise-free virtual teleseismic data, that is seismograms, for effective inversion. So this is a typical symmetric autoencoder that we will be using. So basically there are two encoders and one decoder. The symmetric encoder encode the coherent signal, and the nuisance encoder encode the incoherent signal that are varying across the waveform. So this is a synthetic experiment that shows the clean virtual data compared to the generated synthetic seismogram. So we have applied this method in the real data at Cascadia subduction zone. So in the plot, we can see the virtual seismograms across all the stations. So we can see the backscattered PS indicated by the black line that are being generated from the subducting oceanic plate, and also some other phases which are being generated by some other upper mantle discontinuities. And this is a comparison of the linear stack of the seismogram and the virtual seismograms. So we have also applied our method in receiver function, and the results has been submitted to a journal and it is under review. So we can see the virtual receiver function being more high quality and consistent compared to the stack receiver function. And in the future, we are planning to do global crustal anisotropy study using the enhanced receiver functions, which are being calculated from all the global seismic stations. And also we plan to do inversion using the virtual seismograms and receiver functions. And also we also plan to do teleseismic full waveform inversion using the virtual seismograms. And some of the challenges that need to be addressed is the computation. The full waveform inversion involves a lot of computation, so there's a need of more powerful computer and GPUs. And also one other challenges is accurate phase picking of the P arrival, so that the seismograms are properly aligned with respect to the P arrival. And also there's a need to estimate error in the virtual teleseismic data. So these are the references, and yeah, thank you.